Hi everyone, my name is Alyssa Durning, and pardon me, my voice is a little scratchy. I've been sick all week. But today we're here to talk about my activity called Exploring the World Around You, and specifically in your school forest. So the activity I decided to go over today was the nature journal. So I created a little sample booklet here that you guys are allowed to look at, and I have samples if you'd like to look at them later on. And so basically how the lesson consists as you take your school out to your local school forest or wherever your local forest would be. You go over some general background information specifically about how forests interact and what the different forms of habitats and inhabitants in those habitats are. So to begin, insects, birds, mammals, fish, trees, plants, and humans all interact within the forest. So it is our job as educators to teach our students how these different interactions shape the habitat that they live in and have the students be able to define them. So this lesson is based for freshmen or 9th grade age students, so it is a little bit more scientifically advanced. But overall, you'll just have them do a lot of research on their own. So first you want to define the definition of habitat, which is a location where a plant or animal lives and performs its daily activities of survival as well as reproduction. The habitats within my small forest that we examined included a swampy area, tree canopy, understory of the trees, and open fields. All they need for this activity is the booklet that is provided, and so within each booklet, you can see here, I list an area where they can have a small description of the habitat. So for this one is the mushroom, and a description of their habitat could be simply the tree understory. Their physical traits, so what they found about the mushroom that was unique or that they could define. So for this specific one, a little white mushroom topped common mushroom. The typical food, this takes a little bit more brainstorming. If the students don't know off the top of their head, you can provide time for them later back at home to go ahead and research it, or in the classroom as well. And then there's a large section on the far side for notes and questions. This is one of the most important areas because the students will be able to interact with the environment and notice small things that not every student is going to recognize right off the bat. So I recommend giving the students about 30 minutes to find 10 items that you provided for them in their nature journal. They are allowed to work in groups or individually, however they would see fit, just so long as they get all 10 items and they each have a unique question or comment about each of the items within their book. When you gather back together at the end of 30 minutes, you're going to discuss what they found as a whole class and guide them towards the correct answers. Finally, you just debrief on the same definitions you gave in the beginning, having the students become more interactive as you move on throughout the lesson. Any questions, let me know.